So after Dutch authorities arrested a Tornado Cash developer last week, the remaining team members have cut ties with the project and officially disbanded the DAO. And while many crypto enthusiasts are expressing their anger over the US government sanctions, there are some other big names within the crypto space that see this as a net positive event. There's a lot we need to go over, a lot of crypto drama is stirring up as well. So in this update, we'll be talking more about Terra Luna, Tornado Cash, Kwon coming back, looking a little bit chonkier than ever, and we'll also be going over exactly what you should be on the lookout for this week. Things are moving. Things seem to be moving pretty quick. Now, ladies and germs, if you guys are liking these daily market updates, be sure to like this video down below. Subscribe if you haven't done so already, and let's check out what's happening for this week. So the global crypto market cap for today is sitting at $1.15 trillion. We're seeing a bit more volume today in the last 24 hours, sitting at $77 billion. Bitcoin has been moving. It went ahead and broke $25,000 over this past weekend. We even saw Ethereum breaking $2,000, which is a huge resistance level, and now having just a slight pullback today. After last week's strong bullish momentum on Wall Street, the major indexes have also all opened mostly in the red this morning, with the S&P 500 down about 0.2%, the Nasdaq up slightly 0.03%, and the Dow Jones, which has dropped more than 1.86% today. Now, going back into Bitcoin on the 4-hour chart, the RSI is sitting at a neutral level at 47, with Bitcoin trading above all relevant EMAs. Taking a look at the chart on your screen, you'll notice that Bitcoin is riding an ascending trend line, and if Bitcoin does drop to retest the trend line once again, it will be around the $23,500 price level. But so far, it looks like there is a possibility of Bitcoin breaking higher, and hopefully we are able to see some more better price action towards the end of this week. On the weekly chart, Bitcoin did close out its first strong green candle above the 200 moving average since it fell below that support level back in June. Now, through my non-financial opinion, there is a strong indicator that Bitcoin has begun its rebound, and it already has gone through that bear market bottom. Now, of course, anything is possible, but if Bitcoin does retrace back below the support level, this would be the first time in its history that it goes below the support level twice in one bear market cycle. For the weekly opening, the RSI is still low at a 37, and it shows that there is still very much high upside potential for Bitcoin. Now, if Bitcoin goes up, the good news is we're going to see a lot of the other altcoins scrambling up to the higher upside as well. We have Ethereum already on a rampage, where even for Bitcoin in the last 7 days, it's saying we have a 0.88% upside, but Ethereum has already grown over 7%. On top of that, we have a lot of different altcoins having some pretty interesting movements. Something we noticed over this past weekend was Shiba Inu having a pretty rapid growth. Pulling Shiba to the last 7 days, you'll notice that it had a pump. It started back on the 13th, about 2 days ago at the start of this weekend, and since then it's been maintaining some pretty strong levels. So over this past weekend, the trading volume on Shiba Inu was over $3.41 billion back on Sunday. As right now, things are looking a bit more bullish for the crypto markets. We're going to be seeing a lot of those altcoins that got hit hard for no apparent reason other than the entire market's just going down. They fell down with it, but usually what we've seen happen in the past is a considerable upside for a lot of these smaller and mid-cap altcoins. Taking a look at the big 24-hour winners, we have Chili's up 12% today. Steppen is back on the map, up about 11% for the day. And if we take a look at the big winners for the last 7 days, you'll notice on here, the big one is Celsius. So if we take a look at the charts for the last 1 month with Celsius, a lot of people are wondering, why has Celsius been going crazy? Even on Friday, I've been getting a lot of DMs. Brian, could you please cover Celsius? Let us know what's happening. So let me just give you a quick rundown on what's going on here. So if I pull up Celsius's network official website, they say right here, the site is under construction in light of Celsius and certain of its affiliates having filed voluntary petitions for Chapter 11 bankruptcy relief. As such, many services and features are not currently available at this time. If we click on the link that they have posted at the end of that, we can go ahead and see the court docket. We can see the dates, we can see the debtors, we can see the meeting, and a lot of details that are pertaining to this current bankruptcy that is still going on. Now, I still got a lot of my bread locked up with Celsius. I'm still unable to withdraw it at this time, but through that, you might be asking yourself, well, Celsius is still locked down. Nothing has really changed with this crypto. How come come it's going up? So the reason for that is because of these two pieces of news. So I'm going to be just going right off this article here. According to reports, we have Ripple Labs, yes, the one that has been in the lawsuit with the SEC for a long time, who is now expressing interest in Celsius Network. Now, the application was approved earlier this week, which is allowing Ripple to, quote, learn firsthand about the company's current obligations and how it might profit from a partnership or a buyout. We also had Goldman Sachs, which is another major corporation that did express some interest in buying out Celsius back in June, about a few months back. Keep in mind, Celsius Network as an exchange has tons of money. It's not even just millions, tens of millions, hundreds. They have billions of dollars of customer funds still locked on their exchange. And if we're able to get a big whale stepping in, buying up these assets, I think there could be a strong opportunity for them to grow as a company, to acquire these at a discount. But also, I think this could help the broader crypto market because we've been needing some more good news. Now, ladies and gents, I think this week here is going to be probably one of the most important weeks for the crypto markets today, and here's why. Now, just most recently, I feel like we have been getting a lot of news coming in. We have Ethereum's mergers that's coming up. We have an improvement to the Lightning Network for Bitcoin. We have BlackRock's partnership with Coinbase, and we also have the establishment of a Bitcoin private trust fund. For me, I've kept a long-term optimistic outlook for the crypto markets. I've been holding through the entire time, and there have been a lot of people who have just sold at the near bottom. Now they're getting even more FOMO as they get wrecked as the markets continue to move to the upside. Well, here's the way I see it, and here's the way I think things may play out. Look, one day, whether it's next year, 3 years, 5 years from now, Bitcoin is going to break past its previous all-time high that we've experienced. Whether that's Bitcoin reaching 70,000, 100,000, 125,000, or even more, it will one day break the previous all-time high that we've seen. At that point, I don't think it's going to matter whether or not you bought Bitcoin at 24,000, 22,000, 20,000, or if you're getting it at $27,000. I believe the best strategy right now for most investors is to continue accumulating positions when these assets are on a discount and hodl until the bull market comes back. If you have large positions that you never were able to sell, right now, if the market goes to the upside, if we continue to see a strong rally happening, you're going to be seeing your previous bags going up. But on the off chance, we do see the market flipping down towards the other end because this was that supposed relief rally. We're seeing a little bit of a cool down happening once again. Bitcoin goes under $20,000. That's going to be a confident buy for you to continue re-entering the markets and bring your average price down even more. As stressful as investing into the crypto markets can be, and as tough as it is being involved in a bear market as a newer investor, you have to realize that the long-term optimistic picture that you keep in your head is going to keep the stress off your shoulders, and it's going to allow you to keep moving forward. This type of healthy growth that we've been seeing in the market has been nothing but extraordinary. A lot of macroeconomic conditions are cooling down just a little bit. We're noticing that inflation may have hit its peak. We also may be seeing a reduction in that interest rate coming soon in the next following months. With all that being said, I do think maybe Q4 we could be seeing another opportunity for you guys to be making some good money within these markets. But please be careful, because even as other things are growing, like as Celsius, as an example, it went up a lot. It was up over 100%. It was up actually over 300% depending on when you bought in. But even on a day like this where we're seeing a pullback, please be careful. Please be quick with your trades. Please do not get greedy once again, and understand that if you buy in and you sell, there's always going to be more opportunities for you to continue entering the market at a certain point. I think a lot of people assume that once they sell, they're out for good. And if it goes even higher, it's going to suck more. But just realize when it comes to the crypto markets, there are always going to be times where you can buy in and sell, and you can continue doing that over and over again to continue making money through these times. All right, so real quick, let's go over some of the Tornado Cash updates. Let's talk about what the latest news is and go over exactly what we're seeing right now with the return of Kwon. So following the sanctions placed by the US on Tornado Cash, the developer team has now become fearful of the penalties that they could be faced with. So they officially disbanded the DAO over this past weekend. They deleted their Discord server and shut down their website too. The reason for this is because the penalties is not just going to be a little slap on the wrist or, a couple $1,000 check. It can range from $10 million to even 30 years in prison. Now, on the other hand, while many crypto users are hating all of this going on and they've loved Tornado Cash, we've had Kevin O'Leary, who's been a lot more active within the crypto space, giving his 43 cents on the entire story. So Kevin O'Leary mentioned that he thinks crypto still needs more regulation, and Tornado Cash creator Alexei Pertsev is still like a crypto cowboy, and he suggested that he was a necessary sacrifice to create stability for institutional inflows. He stated, "Until we get rid of this crap, there will be no stability in institutional capital." And right here, I do agree with Kevin O'Leary. I do think that if we're able to see a bit more regulation happening with some of these questionable products, I have no issue with Tornado Cash, but a lot of the government officials, it seems like they do. If we're able to get a little bit of a lid on the entire situation and we get more and more institutional buyers being able to come in with confidence, I think that's still going to help the overall global broader market grow. There's only so much money that retail investors have, and believe it or not, it's just we need the institutions to come in and we need the confidence from regulation to start it up. So next headline for today's video we got to cover is Kwon breaking his silence and sitting down for the first interview since the entire $45 billion collapse of Terra Luna. So this year all started over on Twitter with a teaser by Coinage where Kwon continues to hold that Terra was not a Ponzi scheme because the earlier investors were among the hardest hit by the crash. So if you want to watch this full interview, what's really interesting is you have to connect your wallet in order to have access to see this. Right away, the comments under the entire thread was pretty interesting. First of all, a lot of people were pointing out how much weight that Kwon had gained, and I'm not surprised at this. He's been going through a lot, and it's definitely showing physically. I'm sure a lot of stress eating has been happening underneath the scenes, and even just with the trailer, guys, whenever I see his face, I don't know what is up, but whenever I see his face, I don't like Kwon. I just don't like him. Maybe it's like a Korean thing. Maybe I'm like, yo, this guy's Korean, and he's gonna be disrespecting the entire country of Koreans because of his terrible, terrible actions and misdeed. The interview that he did, it seems like it's a bit more biased because he could have gone ahead and done an interview with any of the big, he could have gone with CNN, he could have gone with Forbes, Business Insider. A lot of them wanted to hear from him. I've personally never have heard of Coinage, but it seems like right now with the direction he's going, this could be a PR stunt. This is him and his effort of trying to calm things down. And I'm more surprised that this man Kwon is still like walking around roam free. I thought he would be in jail or, you know, he'd be held custody, but the fact that he's coming out right now trying to put a lid to this, it's definitely ballsy on his part. Now, you guys let me know how you feel about the entire Terra Luna situation. Have you guys forgotten about it? Have you guys lost any money? Or, you know, is this just one of those things where you're like, okay, it's happened, let's move on and let's figure out other ways to make money. Now, to wrap this video up, if you guys are looking to trade crypto, buy, sell Bitcoin, whatever it is, don't forget to check out the links down below in the description for the exchange with Binance and Binance.us. So Binance is the largest cryptocurrency trading platform in the world, and it's designed for intermediate to advanced level traders where they offer hundreds of cryptocurrencies for global users. They are top dog in the game for a reason, and they are literally the biggest exchange to exist on the planet Earth. Now, to get started, be sure to use the link down below in the description. And if you do sign up for regular Binance, you can get up to $600 as a sign-up bonus by completing the list of tasks that they have on their center. Now, ladies and gents, thank you all so much for watching today's video. I forgot to do a word for Friday's video. I've been getting a lot of comments on that, so I'm not going to forget today's word, which is going to be gorilla. Comment down below gorilla if you guys made it all the way to the end. Thank you all so much again for tuning by today's video, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace.